guys! Welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to be doing a little bit of a different video today. We are doing what's in our travel makeup bag. This is what we'll be taking to Punta Cana with us, like a flight, big kind of trip with us. So we're doing more of a flight travel. But yeah, we thought we would show you guys what we're taking. It might change a little bit depending on our outfit choices and all of that jazz, but this is pretty much the basis of what we'll be taking. So we hope you guys enjoy this, and if you want to see what's in our makeup bag, then just keep watching. So the first thing, of course, these are our bags. I got mine at Walmart, and we got hers at Ulta for her Christmas present or something, but yeah. So mine has a zipper up at the top for brushes, and I really like that. So I put eye brushes up here because I don't really care if they get a little mushed. And then I put whatever face brushes I want in this, and it's just really nice. Mine doesn't have that, and I kind of wish I would have gotten one that had that, but it's all good. Mine is just one open case, nothing special. So the first thing I have on top are two bags. These bags are from Ipsy, and I keep my eye brushes in here and my face brushes in this one. I literally take all of my brushes when I travel. I know that's kind of scary because you can lose them, but I use all of my brushes on the daily, so I always take all of my brushes.
I guess that's good to say that you don't have excessive amounts of brushes.
Yeah. So I take all of my brushes with me.
Okay, so the first thing that I want to show, we'll kind of go in the step of like
the way we
use things.
Your makeup on.
So the first thing that I have is a primer, and it's the Urban Decay Pore Perfecting Complexion Primer Potion.
Is that the only primer you take? Oh god. So I take a variety of primers depending on what we're doing or what the temperature is. So I have the NYX Angel Veil, and I take this one because this is a good moisturizing one. So if I'm feeling a little dry, maybe around my nose area or anything like that, I'll use that. I always use the Smashbox Primer Water, and I
would take that if I had a small one. Like if I get a small one, I'll take
this. I've reused this 2 or 3 times. I just keep refilling it from the big bottle. It's been a great investment. I think it was like $16, which is pretty pricey for the little one, but it was a great investment. I'm never going to throw this away because I use it so much. And then the other one I have is the L'Oreal Magic Lumi Light Infusing Primer. This is just if I want more of a glowy look. And then for a lasting, like if I have to put my makeup on in the morning and go all day, I'll use the Stay Flawless 15-Hour Primer by Benefit. So
another mist that I will take, I use this if I'm feeling really dry. I'll use it before I use the Urban Decay Primer, but I also use this to lay down the powders after I'm done with my foundation, bronzer, all that jazz. And this is the Pixie by Petra Hydrating Milky Mist, and this is what it looks like.
Okay, so next you would put on foundation after your primers, and I'm also a lot high maintenance in the foundation department. Rachel, you go first since you just have one.
Okay, so we'll have 2.
Okay.
So the one that I'll use to fly with me, of course, is not in a glass bottle. So this is the one that I'm going to use for Punta Cana. If I'm saying that right. And that's the Naked Skin from Urban Decay, and I am in the shade 0.5. So this is the foundation that I'll be using when I go on an airplane, because I feel like they are a little bit more rough, and this is not glass, it's plastic. Okay, and if we're just driving somewhere, like to the beach or something, I'll take the Too Faced Born This Way foundation in the shade Snow. I've really been loving this foundation. I'm just really afraid to take it on a plane ride or something because I wouldn't want it to break. But yeah, I've really been loving this foundation, and I would definitely travel with it. It gives a good natural coverage.
So the 2 foundations that I hands down always travel with is the Lorac Sheer Perfection foundation, and this is in the shade Porcelain. Love this foundation. It's in a plastic bottle. And then I also love the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind.
You need a new one.
I know, I'm almost out of it. I freaking love this foundation. It's just, if I'm wanting to do more of like a natural, not like full glam, foolish coverage, I'll use this. And it's really good when I don't want to feel like I have cake face on, because it's so thin and it blends out beautifully, powder set beautifully. It's a great traveling foundation. And then I get really tan when I'm at the beach, so I have to have a darker foundation. This is in a glass bottle. I'm hoping that I'll be able to maybe put it in a little travel case, maybe like a contact case that I've seen on Pinterest. I might do that to take it, but this is the Maybelline Matte and Poreless in the shade 125 Nude Beige. So I mixed this in with the Lorac one if I need a little bit more of a darker shade because I tan so easily, it seems like, especially on my face. So those are the three foundations that I take.
Yeah, concealing kind of things. First, for foundation and concealer, I take my Real Techniques sponge to blend all of that in. And then for concealer, I first go into the Too Faced Natural Radiance Face Palette, and I go into the blush and the concealer shade, and I use that to color correct my eyes. And then for actual concealer, I take the Urban Decay Naked Skin. I absolutely love the Naked Skin line for foundation, and this is in the shade Fair Neutral, so yeah, I take that one.
So I take two concealers, both of them I need to repurchase. Like, look at this. This one's almost empty, this one's almost empty. So the first one I love to use is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind in the shade Fair. I have a darker one of these that I might also throw in my bag depending on how tan I am when the time comes around. I love this concealer, especially to use with the foundation that it comes with because it's not a super full coverage like this one is. So it looks really good with that. And then the NYX HD Concealer in Porcelain.
And to set those things down on your face after you apply foundation and concealer, I take my e.l.f. High Definition Under Eye Setting Powder and the Naked Skin from Urban Decay Ultra Definition Loose Finishing Powder in the shade Naked Light. So those are the two powders that I really like to take to set my face and under eye area.
So the two powders that I take, the first one is the Rimmel Stay Matte Long Lasting Pressed Powder. This is a ride or die powder to me. I love this. It is so good for just setting everything down and for like a blotting kind of powder. And then the other powder I take is the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores powder. I'm almost out of this as well. I need to go do some shopping. But this is a really good powder. So then after powdering your face, you'll be doing the rest of your face powders. And for me, the first one is bronzer. The bronzer that I take with me every time I travel, especially when I'm transitioning from light fair skin to a more tanner skin, is the Milk Chocolate Soleil Bronzer by Too Faced. This is my favorite bronzer. I've been using it for months. It's so good, and so I take that with me for sure. And if I'm darker, I'll just take a darker color of whatever bronzer I want. It all just depends.
And the bronzer that I take is the Butter Bronzer from Physicians Formula, and I'm in the shade Light Bronze. It just smells like the beach, and I just
smell it every time I use it.
It smells so good, but I've been loving this. It gives a nice shine, not shine, but like natural glow to the skin almost.
Yeah. And then after bronzer, you can go either into blush or contour, and I go into contour, and I use the NYX HD blush in taupe. And I've also hit pan on this. But this is just such a good powder. It's so compact, it's so tiny, and it's perfect for traveling. It's the perfect color. It's the contour I have on today. It's amazing. I love it.
So the contour that I have been using and traveling with is the e.l.f. palette, the e.l.f. contour palette. I've been loving this palette. I actually have only used the contour shade, and once I get a little bit tanner, I think I could use this bronzer shade. But just to have these extra powders, like an extra highlighting powder and under eye setting powder, I really like having the option of using those, and just having this little tiny palette with me is really great for traveling.
So after that, you'll put on blush, and the blush I have been loving and I know I'll travel with all summer long is the NARS Duo. This is the Travel Duo, perfect for traveling, and it is the Orgasm and Laguna.
Why would you take a bronzer if you have that?
Because it's too dark. I mean, in the summer I might be able to get away with this. Like when we go in July, I might be able to get away with this really dark powder, but I mean, it's pretty dark. But this summer I'll probably just end up taking just this duo. So it's got the Orgasm blush, the Laguna bronzer, and this blush. So it's perfect for the summer. So that's what I'll be taking for probably bronzer and blush.
Okay, so this is the e.l.f. blush palette. I've really been loving this blush palette, and again, I have options with this, and I don't just have to stick with one single blush for every outfit, so I've really been liking this. I also really like, if we're just in the car, to travel with the Jaclyn Hill Face Glow palette, but if I'm flying on a plane, I'm not going to take that palette, so.
Yeah, the chances of it getting squished are...
Another blush that I use, I'll take the Manazar Sisters palette, and this does have a blush in it. It has a blush, bronzer, and highlight. So this is actually really good for traveling too.
Okay, so then after that you will highlight, and the highlight that I have already traveled with this summer, and it's the only highlight I've been taking with me lately, is the e.l.f. Baked Blush in Pinktastic. And it says it's a blush, but it's actually a highlight. This is hands down my favorite travel. Like, it's already flat on top because I've used it so much, but it is so good. It just gives a beautiful natural glow. You can keep piling it on to give a really intense glow, but it's just so pretty.
So for Punta Cana, I'll probably just take the Manazar Sisters, but if we're going to the beach, just like to Topsail Island, I'll take also, in addition to the Manazar Sister, Champagne Glow, just in the regular.
Champagne Glow?
Or Champagne Pop in the regular package, if I don't take the Champagne Glow palette.
Yeah, so that all. So then now your face is done and you move on to eyeshadow.
So another thing that I forgot to mention, I also usually travel with the Coty Airspun Loose Face Powder in translucent extra coverage. I'll use this underneath my contour to set it out like that. I may not take this to Punta Cana because it is so bulky, and I'm probably not going to be doing much contouring when I'm like in a tropical beach bum.
So after your face is done, you move on to eyeshadow, and the only eyeshadow I take is the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette. Ride or Die, my favorite eyeshadow palette of life. The only thing this eyeshadow palette is missing is a black. So I take this little Ipsy NYX trio thing that I got, and it has a black, and also it has two pretty eyeshadows in it, but it's just the perfect little thing to throw in my bag so that I can have a black if I'm wanting to do more of a cool toned look. And so yeah, these are the only eyeshadows I take. Freaking love this palette, and yeah, it's awesome.
So the only eyeshadow palette that I take is the Violet Voss Laura Lee eyeshadow palette. I just recently got this, but I used it today on my eyes, and I can already tell that this is the only palette that I will need. I take the two eyeshadow palettes with me, and if I want a pop of color, I will do usually a look like this, and I'll add one of my gel liners in here. I have so many different colors that I can really just add whatever I want to. Like, do the same kind of eye look, but add a different pop of color just to make my life easier so I don't have to pack a million different eyeshadow palettes to have, like, individual colors from each. I can just throw in these puppies and I'm good to go. So I only take two eyeliners with me when I tattoo liner in Trooper, and then the ColourPop cream gel liner in Brouhaha.
So I take 4 brow products depending on how I need to do my brows. I take the L'Oreal Brow Stylist mascara, and I take the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. I take the Anastasia Brow Definer in dark brown. And I take the oh my god, I sound so ridiculous. And I take the It Cosmetics Universal Eyebrow Pencil.
So I only take 2. I take the NYX Micro Brow Pencil in Espresso, and then I take the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel.
Okay, mascara.
Oh, I curl my lashes?
I do not. So the 2 mascaras I take the Maybelline Lash Sensational in Waterproof, because I do put mascara on when I go out on the beach. Rachel thinks it's stupid. And then I take the Roller Lash by Benefit. This is my holy grail mascara, so I have to take it with me. So.
Okay, so the only mascara I've been traveling with, it's probably time for me to throw this puppy away, but I travel with the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. Ashley hates this mascara. I love it. It's what I have on today. It was really pretty even before I put lashes on, so I travel with this because it's little, but it's also really good. I like it. Oh, I forgot to mention, I take the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer with me.
Oh yeah, I do take an eyeshadow primer, but it varies on which one I take. So for lip products change a million different times depending on my outfits, but usually I always take a red with me because I love wearing red lipstick. So I take a red lipstick with me. I'll usually take another bright color, like the pink I'm wearing is the Too Faced Bend and Snap. I'll take a lighter pink shade. It really just depends. You know, lips can change. I take 2 lip liners. I take a red one and a nude one because that's really all you need. And then I always take a nude lipstick. I'll usually take Aquarius by ColourPop.
So I take a few different lip products. Like Ashley said, it kind of varies. So sometimes I will take the Meet Matte Hues Long Lasting Liquid Lipstick in Committed. That's what this looks like. I like that one.
I'm counting.
Why? This is just options.
Oh, you don't take all of those? Okay. Show them. I thought she took all of that. And I was like, oh my god.
So there's that one. And then I almost always travel with Charmed from Manny and Ofra. I always take the ColourPop lip liner in the shade Skimpy. So the last 2 products I take, the last thing is the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray in the mini version. Buy this, refill it. It is awesome and it saves so much space in your makeup bag. And then I take the Lifesaver e.l.f. Makeup Remover Pen, and that's all my stuff. And sometimes I'll take the Makeup Forever Mist and Fix, and that's everything out of my bag.
Yay!
Yay! So this may seem excessive for some people, but this is just what we like to travel with. We're makeup junkies. We love it. And we really hope you guys enjoyed this video. We hope we helped you learn what would be best to travel with, what kind of packaging and things like that. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye!